Hey everyone, it's Britton, and I am back doing a plan with me for the week of April 23rd through the 29th. This week I'm using a kit from Shop Jessica Hearts. It's called Spring in Bloom. I used this kit last year and it was hands down one of my favorite kits ever. So when I saw it come back up in her shop, I immediately had to reorder it, and I'm so glad I did because I love how it turned out once again. And because I ordered this last year, I have some leftovers from that kit and I'm going to pull them in as needed. So per usual, I started with my bottom washi and then I moved on to my date covers up top. Next I moved on to put my dinner labels down at the bottom, along with some TV shows and a package that I was expecting this week. Her kit doesn't have tons of littles in it, which is fine, and I was looking for a way to mark that I wanted to do laundry on Wednesday, so I ended up just using a heart to mark that. Next, I grabbed some feeling labels that I printed to match the kit. They weren't perfect, but they never are, and I went ahead and put those down along with a glitter header on each day. I just want to add in that I'm really excited that I can go back to color blocking. It's been a while. I prefer, if possible, to color block every week, but a lot of kits don't format that way, so I'm really excited that this one is giving me the opportunity to get back into that routine. Next, I moved on to my sidebar, which actually took me a little longer than I would have liked to complete. I generally like to color block my sidebar as all one color when I do color blocking, but I couldn't make it work just because of the colors of the habit trackers and headers. But yeah, so I went ahead and did 2 habit trackers, one for hydrating and one for exercise, and then I put in a to clean. I wanted a little to-do list, so I ended up putting a checklist in for that as well, and then my work label at the bottom that I do every week to track my hours. And like I mentioned, this sidebar, for whatever reason this week, took me much longer than usual to complete, and I tried to use the ruler trick again. It didn't end up completely straight, and I'm not sure what I did wrong, but I just had a lot of trouble with this sidebar for whatever reason. And just like every other week, I went ahead and grabbed a little emoji working guy from Coffee Monsterz Co. and just put him in my little work section at the bottom. While I was filming this video, the sun started to come out. It was raining at first, and I filmed by a window to try to get some natural light, so the lighting does get better as the video goes on, but ideally I always want to film when it's bright outside, and it's just been really rainy this week, so that's why it kind of took me a while to actually film this and get it done. And then once the sun did come out, I got a little bit of a glare, so I apologize. Again, I'm still kind of working on my lighting situation, so just bear with me for now. So on Monday, I went ahead and put down a full box and a glitter header, and then I ended up putting lazy day at the top, but I wasn't actually lazy that day. If you're a creative person, you know that when inspiration strikes, you kind of have to go with it at that moment. So I got really inspired that day and just spent the entire day designing a sticker kit, and I could not stop. So I ended up putting lazy day just to mark that I didn't work that day, but I did do a lot of work as far as designing goes. So I used a little emoji from the Coffee Monsterz Co. that's cutting on a silhouette at the top to mark that I designed all day, and then at the bottom in a half box I put another little emoji holding a little wine glass and working on his laptop because I also designed all throughout the night and I had a little glass of wine to go with it. On Tuesday, which is the day that I am filming this plan with me, I used a flag that came with the kit, and I originally printed out some film edit upload script words that matched the kit, but I didn't like how it was looking and it kind of blended in a little too much, so I went ahead and just grabbed my regular black film script icon and used that along with the flag. And then I pulled in a half box with a little emoji doing dishes to mark that I needed to clean our kitchen because I did not clean enough the night before, seeing as I was designing all night. So I have this cute little emoji that I included there. And then below that, I put a flag with a script icon to mark that I needed to work to kind of make up for the fact that I skipped out a little the day before. Again, just moving on to Wednesday, I put down my work label along with a flag. I pretty much do this the same every single week, so it's nothing new or exciting. And below that, I used a half box along with another little emoji from the Coffee Monsterz Co. that's doing laundry to mark that I wanted to do a load of laundry on that day. And then at the very bottom, I used a flag with a script icon that said edit to mark that I wanted to edit, and since I usually do that at the end of the day, I just put it down at the bottom. On Thursday, again, I just started with a work label and a flag, and then I put in a half box below that because I wasn't really sure what was going to be happening, so I just wanted to take up some space. And then at the very bottom, I put upload because I wanted to aim to upload this video on Thursday as well. I also used a little Happy Mail sticker that came with the kit because I was expecting my first Etsy package in some time. I was on a no spend for a while and I finally had a little extra so I could finally buy some stickers, and so I used that to mark that they were arriving on that day. On Friday, once again, per usual, I just started with a flag and a work script icon, and then below that I used a label that came with the kit to mark that I needed to invoice, but I was not liking how it looked, so I pulled that up and I just replaced it with a quarter box along with an icon from the kit, followed by a full box below that. And I wanted to put down a movie marquee, but the one that came with the kit was green, and again, I'm color blocking this week, so I didn't want to disturb my peach flow. So instead of a movie marquee, I went ahead and used a half box along with these super cute little movie watching emojis to mark that my husband and I are going to see A Quiet Place, which I don't know if you guys are fans of The Office. We're huge fans. We rewatch the series on a regular basis. So I love John Krasinski, and this movie, I think he wrote and directed it as well. So I'm really interested to see that, but I'm a huge chicken, and even watching a couple of clips that are online of the movie terrified me. So we'll see if we actually go through with it, but that was the plan. And I also used a flag and a little date night script icon that came with the kit just to mark that that was our movie date night. Moving on to the weekend, I used the weekend banner from this kit, which I think is super pretty, and I actually realized that I forgot to put a TV little down for Saturday for trading spaces because I am so glad that's back. But yeah, then I went ahead and put down a flag to mark that I wanted to organize something that day, and below that just a full box to take up some space. I also went ahead and used this little Coffee Monsterz Co emoji that's holding a junk box to mark that I not only am going to organize, I really need to do a little bit of a purge, so I put him down along with a quarter box to mark that. On Sunday, I don't know what we're doing, so I put down a half box just to mark whatever ends up happening, along with a full box, and just kind of left it at that, and I'll fill it in later. And that's about it. So thanks again for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Again, I will link everything I used in the bottom bar below. And I think this turned out great. I'm so happy that I did it once more. But yeah, so that's that. And I hope you guys have a great week. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye, y'all.